welcome to Lilybug's Library. My name's Linda, and this is Sebastian. Oliver is sleeping today, so Sebastian decided he would come join me. So today we're just going to kind of wrap up everything for January. So I've finished a couple of books, still working on a couple, so we'll see how it goes. But I did finish Sisters by Danielle Steele, just finished that yesterday, and it was really good. I haven't read Danielle Steele in so long, but it kind of reminded me of how good she actually is. So this one, I think it was from 2008, 2006, somewhere around there. But it's about four sisters. One is still, like early 20s. She's a top model. One is a lawyer. One is, trying to get them all straight here. One is a television producer. And one, I'm missing one. Lawyer, television producer, model. Oh, and one is an artist. So they are all spread out, throughout the countries. And Sebastian thinks he should drink my water. Uh, and so they promise their parents that they'll come home certain times, and Christmas, Thanksgiving, and 4th of July. So they all, manage to clear their schedules for these events, but otherwise they're very busy and really don't see each other a lot. So they did go home for 4th of July, and that's kind of, you initially get all of the different sisters' viewpoints and their lives, and then it goes to when they go home. And that 4th of July weekend, something happens that just kind of changes everything. And so the rest of the book is how they deal with all of this and other changes that happen. And it was, I'm not going to give anything away, even though it's an old book, just in case you haven't read it. But I thought the way that it was done was really, really good, really, like your heart breaks at times for these people. You start to think that they, near the end of the book, you start to think, oh my goodness, if they didn't have bad luck, they wouldn't have any at all. And but it's all really well done, and the sisters and their bond is amazing to watch and to read. So I don't know if it's something they ever made a movie out of, but they totally could. So it was really good. I would give it. I think if there was anything in it I didn't like, not really. So I would give it. I'd give it 5 out of 5. So really did enjoy it. And then there was another one I read called, let's see if I can remember what it was called. Scrambled Eggs and something. Scrambled Eggs and Ham? Wait a minute. Let me go look. I had it in my head 2 seconds ago, and now, of course, it's gone. That's, story of my life. So just a second, Sebastian, I'll look it up here. Right? We'll take a look. All right. And it was called... It's coming up here. Come on now. I knew I should have written it down when I looked, but I didn't. It was called, Strangled Eggs and Ham. That's what it was. And it was by Maddie Day. And it's the first one of hers I have read, and it's a country store mystery, and I think it's like the 5th or 6th one. I didn't like it as well. It was okay. It's about this woman named Robbie, and she is running this little country restaurant sort of place, and her aunts, and I feel like I think her aunts is who she grew up with. So anyway, they decide that they are upset because this builder is coming in, is going to build this big development and kind of destroy the area, and they don't like that. So they're protesting and they're doing all these things, and then she doesn't really get too much involved with that, but kind of, by association she does, and people start to die, so she's really kind of in the middle of it all. So it just didn't engage me the way that I was hoping it would. I feel like it's been done before, multiple times. There's always the big developer who comes to town. They're always, kind of, gonna destroy the town, and then there's the other side that says they need jobs, and I mean, it's a very common story, and that's fine, but you kind of have to do something to make it different. Something that is out of the ordinary, to keep people reading the same sort of story. So it's just like any other kind of trope. Um, there has to be something new and different in there for me. And this one really just didn't have it. So I would give it a 3 out of 5. So those are the two that I just finished. We're still working on Winter Garden. We are very close to being finished, but not quite yet. Maybe by tomorrow. Trying to think if I've got. I've started A Smoking Bun, and that one is the latest from. I think it's Ellie Alexander, I believe. Anyway, it's an arc from NetGalley, so I'm working on that one. And I'm also reading one called Murder in the Reading Room. And that one, we'll see. I mean, I'm listening to it on Audible, so we'll see how that goes. And while I have everyone here, I also did a little bit of a book haul. So I'm going to pull those out, and we'll take a look at those. All right, so let's see what we have here. It's just a small one, but I had to go into work, and so since it's surrounded by stores, so since I was there, I grabbed a few things at Chapters. So this one is called Before Your Memory Fades, and I really just kind of like the cover. And on the back, I wonder if it tells you more inside. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. So it says, in a small back alley in Tokyo, there's a cafe that's been serving carefully brewed coffee for more than 100 years. But this coffee shop offers its customers a unique experience, the chance to travel back in time. And this person has a few different ones. They've also written Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Sit Down, Sweetheart, and Tales from the Cafe. So that should be a good one. And
Chapter 12.
Oops.
Jane tried not to think about Ray Pizzolato during her book club meeting, but the video
Oh
footage
my
she'd seen then
goodness.
kept replaying in her mind. The cover girls had finished
All
sharing their
right.
views on the long engagement and were ready for dessert and a discussion of Maisie Dobbs. Eloise joined Jane in the...
There we go. Okay, so that's my life. Sebastian stepped on top of my audiobook that I had open, so yeah, get a little hint of that one. So this one is Nora Roberts, and it's one of her standalones, which I find she doesn't do a lot of standalones, so I was excited to see this one. And this one is called Shelter in Place. I thought your brother was crazy when he was up here, but I think you're worse. Here, let's put you down. There we go. Oh my. Okay, so it's called Shelter in Place. And boy, she still looks good. I don't know how old she is, but she looks pretty good. And then the inside cover looks pretty good. So it says rave reviews, which, I don't think any book has ever said mediocre reviews. It's like, of course it's rave reviews. So I'm trying to get to what it's about here, but there are, if you look inside, it says also by Nora Roberts, and it's like pages and pages. And then she also writes as J.D. Robb, so it's like, whew, got a lot of stuff there. But I'm not seeing anything to tell me what it's about. So bear with me while I look here. Did I miss it? No, lots of reviews and lots of things about her other book, but nothing to really tell me what this one's about. I guess it'll be a surprise. Seems odd though, doesn't it? Like you think somewhere on here they'd tell you what it's about. It just says part thriller, part romance, part survivor's psychological study with a touch of new age magic. Sounds like it's a bit of everything, I guess, which may or may not be good. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. And then I got The Perfect Guest, plural. And this one says, it starts in 1988, and it says, Beth Soames is 14 years old when her aunt takes her to stay at Raven Hall, a rambling manor in the isolated East Anglian Fens, I'm not sure where that is, The Averills, the family who live there, are warm and welcoming, and Beth becomes fast friends with their daughter Nina. At times, Beth even feels like she's truly part of the family until they ask her to help them with a harmless game, and nothing is ever the same. And then it goes to 2019. It says Sadie Langdon is an actress struggling to make ends meet when she lands a well paying gig pretending to be a guest at a weekend party. She's sent a suitcase of clothing, a dossier outlining the role she is to play, and instructions. It's strange, but she needs the money, and when she sees the stunning manor she'll be staying at, she figures she's got nothing to lose. In person, Ravenhall is even grander than she imagined, even with damage from a fire decades before, but the walls seem to have eyes. As day turns to night, Sadie starts to feel that there's something off about the glamorous guests who arrive, and as the party begins, it becomes chillingly apparent that the unseen host is playing games with everyone, including her. So it kind of reminds me of the Agatha Christie book. You know the one I mean. Nobody. It's the one where all the guests go to the island and then they're picked off one by one, and I cannot for the life of me think of the name of it. My yeah, I've been having memory issues lately with some things. Just too many other things in my mind, I guess. And then the next one, last one, is called Dead to Her, and this one it looks kind of creepy. And it says, murder, marriage can be murder, something old, something new, something you can never ever undo. It says Marcy's whirlwind affair with Jason Maddox catapulted her into the most elite circles: old money, old ties, old secrets. Marcy may have married into this world, but she'll never truly be part of it. Then Jason's boss brings home a captivating new wife from his trip to London, young, attractive, reckless. Nobody can take their eyes off Keisha, including Marcy's husband. Some people would kill for the life Marcy has. What will she do to keep it? Ooh, that sounds interesting. So those all seem pretty good. I also got, I don't have it right here next to me, but I also got just a pretty journal that I thought was nice. So anyway, that was my little haul. So there's not a we're not doing no spend January, but but that's okay because January is almost over. There's always February. But I'm excited to dive into some of those, and I'll be back soon with something for February's reads, and we will talk to you then. All right, bye bye, friends.